you've done, and why are you so successful?
Well, I'm very compulsive obsessive, which is a plus for you guys because I watch everything.
Right. So the two big gigs we wanted, the New Yorker was the Lone Star, the original Lone Star, that we just saw it as the great gig in the sky, and they sent this letter back, and they said, "Dear whoever you are, we get 30 tapes per day, and we will quote, unquote, listen to your demo tape when we get a chance, but in the meantime, any future calls will be considered harassment." And I saved that letter for so long.
Were you ever in awe of any fans when you look like
Beatles or whatever? All the time. I still am. I still turn into a fan just like that, where I can't even talk. When I was 5, my parents played Abbey Road all the time, so that was like most people in my generation. That was the entryway. You have A&R moments where you walk into a smaller venue, and you get a feeling that this band is going to probably going to be bigger because they're striking a nerve.
Yeah, I like Arcade Fire.
Yeah, they already are bigger in a sense. Right?
I like the National now.
Oh yeah, and Trey just played with them at the Beacon. He just sat in.
He sits in with everybody.
He's a sitter in there. Yeah, that's why I got to move back to New York. So why?
What are we talking about?
I was going to ask you why is
Make
Phish,
that 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Here's my question for you.
From the Marx Brothers.
Since I don't know the answer necessarily. After 17 years of playing at the Garden, 94 was the first time.
You got to be kidding.
Still no hit singles, and still no any of that. Why is Phish at the Garden and not at the Sullivan Hall?
I mean, and look the way they dress. You don't even dress with a nice, you don't make costume changes. You got to come out with a tux, a bow tie, with a tie out. Where are you from? Hey, why are you so big? That's a freaking good question. You see the kid, you see the fans out there?
They're happy.
They're out there. They're stoned, okay? Yeah. You got to find these
How do you get them stoned?
Because they're all come from the Northwest Woods where it's freezing. It's a phenomenon.
I'm not complaining.
No, and you can do this whenever you want. Don't do too many. And when you're not doing it, if you want to sit in with somebody quietly and do it, just to get your rocks up, like you and Trey have to do something all the time, you should do that. Who would you have even sit in with you or open for you if you had to? That's a question that...
Yeah.
Not that you need it, but one day.
It's a difficult question. Who does Danny want?
One day.
I just think that's a good question, because you guys never have anybody open for you.
Zappa would be good with you guys. Frank would be great. Frank was the best. He's so incredible.
Yeah.
He would love you, too.
Oh, I'm going to come up with all the answers to that question.
Think about it, and then write me a note and send it to P.O. Box 10, Radio City Station, New York, self-addressed envelope with a $50 bill.
Okay. And it'll happen. It's going to happen.
If this doesn't come out, I won't remember a thing I said today, and Mike won't either.
We'll just send it to the publicist, and they'll
Thanks, man.
review it. Yeah, thank you. We will do it again.
What's your question?
I have photographic proof of Ron wearing a dress, I think, at Coventry.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was just curious, how often do you wear dresses, and do you prefer flats or heels?
We all do,
Well, heels hurt me. I try heels. I have low heels now. I tried the Charles Louboutin with the soles and painted it red because they look kind of sexy, 6-inch spikes. My wife said it'd look good, so I went for lower heels. But I like to wear flats more or less around the house, and I like house coats. My mother always wore a house coat, and I kind of dig house coats. So I do wear them probably once or twice a month.